How's it going, gamers, classmates, and my professor? Welcome to the Earth's layers. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you guys about the layers of the Earth. So let's get into it. Alright, the Earth's layers, a presentation by me. Now the first thing I want to point out are the four main layers of the Earth. You've got the crust, the mantle, the outer core, and the inner core. These are the four layers that make up the Earth. Now, move on to the first layer, the crust. Now, the crust is the outermost layer of the Earth. It begins the lithosphere. It's thin, it's cold, it's brittle when compared to the other layers like the mantle and the outer core. It's composed of light elements like silica, aluminum, and oxygen. It's not that heavy or dense like the other layers. It varies in thickness. It can be 5 kilometers at the ocean level or 70 kilometers when compared to mountains and other things. It's a very variable layer of the Earth, but it doesn't compare anything in thickness to this next layer, the mantle. The mantle is Earth's thickest layer, 3,000 kilometers thick. That's a lot. That's thick. And just to give reference, the deepest scientists have dug is like 7 kilometers, and it's 3,000. So, pretty thick. It's made of iron, magnesium, and silicon. These are getting into the denser elements with iron, but magnesium and silicon are still kind of light. It's melted, but it's not liquid. It's like caramel. So just imagine a giant ocean of molten caramel that is super hot. It's about 100 to 200 kilometers down, and it hits the melting point of rock. So 100, 200 kilometers down, that hits the melting point of rock, and that ends the lithosphere, and it begins the asthenosphere. So the lithosphere actually ends like 50 kilometers-ish, 100 kilometers-ish into the mantle. So the lithosphere includes the mantle, like the outer part of it, but the asthenosphere includes the deeper parts of the mantle that are getting hotter and hotter towards the core. Now, speaking of the core, you've got the outer core. The outer core is a scary place. You don't want to wind up here. It is liquid iron and liquid nickel. Super hot. It's 3,000 to 5,000 kilometers down, and it's heated by the radioactive energy of uranium and thorium. So these elements decay and they produce off energy, and that energy and those metals, they're constantly moving. It's like giant currents of just molten lava and like uranium and radioactivity. It is not okay. Due to the fact that it's constantly moving and it's constantly having like currents of just metal and radioactivity, that generates electrical currents within that. And those electrical currents generate Earth's magnetic field. So the North Pole and South Poles and how magnets work, all that good stuff, that's thanks to the outer core. So that's one good thing, the only good thing generated from this absolute mess of death. Now, an even hotter area of the Earth, and the final topic of these four layers is the core, the inner core, the absolute core of our planet. And it is a literal solid metal ball. It's solid metal. Like solid metal, iron and nickel, so tightly compressed, it's not moving. And it's 1,200 kilometers thick, which is 3/4 of the moon. So if you like shrunk down the moon just a little bit, that's the core of the Earth, except metal and really hot. 5,000 to 6,000 kilometers down, extremely dense, like I said, made of iron and nickel, and it spins faster than the rest of the planet. Since the outer core is mostly liquid, this gives the inner core, which is a solid, like room to move around. It spins faster than the rest of the planet, and it's 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit. That's hot. That's hotter than most ovens can go. So you don't want a pizza that's 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit. You want one that's like 100-ish, 200-ish, Not 100, that's cold, that's room temperature. Anyway, the crazy thing about this, other than those I just listed, is the pressure of the inner core is 3 million times that of the Earth's surface. So, sorry kids, if you wanted to journey down to the very center core of the Earth, it's not happening. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. It's better to just stay on top. Just stay. So that's the end of the lesson. Just stay above ground. Man, don't try going down, into the core. You're just going to get really hot. It's going to be uncomfortable. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, fellow classmates, and thank you, Professor. Hopefully got a good grade. Yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I will see you later. Stay safe out there. Bye-bye.